Yeah. But then wait, he got short. No. It can't be called. No. Or either way. Technology challenge.
Well, we're not used to that. We're not used to growing up with that. I told Carl, I said, you don't even have an iPhone. I don't need that. Oh yeah, everybody's good, man. Some of them want to eat now, some of them want to eat later.
Well, no, that's perfect because
I told Ariana and what's the other guy's name?
Spencer.
Who?
Spencer.
Spencer, yeah. Said, look, if they're hungry, they might be hungry. Just go ahead and feed them.
Well, that's perfect because you don't have them all at one time. Then we just got a bus, and then we got another bus after a while.
Really?
So it's perfect. Yeah.
I figured you'll be busy tonight.
Yeah. So you need to wait until you're in the car.
Oh, okay. That's my wife.
She want to make sure you get her.
Yeah.
Somebody, I can't remember who it was tonight, but somebody, one of the girls.
What his friends told me. First our date.
My wife stayed with me 41 years, even though she had never been in love with me one day. Because of mom and daddy.
Aaron, who's that guy behind you? Who's that guy behind you? You don't know?
That's Carl was standing right beside.
That's Carl, yeah. That's Carl.
I saw both of them earlier.
How about you?
watch you eat? Give us lessons on how to eat oysters. No. I don't eat anything that jiggles.
Another guy goes, oh, he did. And it was bad. Might have to bring some home. Well, if we were going to Texas, we're leaving in the morning. We had not been in one place until we got in last night or yesterday. Last night, this is long as we stayed in there. We started out Monday morning at 7 o'clock. And we have stopped all the way along. And gotten up at 7 and started over the next day. So last night we thought, oh, well, we'll just lay down. The only thing I had not seen
Kenneth told me this story. You want to tell it? About T-Boy and T-Boy and Moon? Or if anyone else has any stories they want to tell about high school? Roland? No. Tell the one about T-Boy. Yeah.
Still in this room tonight. Some aren't here for one reason or another. But I want you all to know that even as old as I am today and as far removed as I am from Youngsville, my heart is still with you. But some of my favorite times were spent in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. 10th grade was a blur to me. I spent most of that in Mr. Sabah's office. That's no lie. But some of my fondest memories were in the 7th grade with Bima Lawson as our teacher. School got out at 3:15. From 3 o'clock to 3:15, we sang songs for those 15 minutes. And it didn't dawn on me until I was about 60 why he did that. He wanted the last memory of our day to be a pleasant one, and not the fact that we were in some sweaty, unair-conditioned, dusty old room, going through a spelling book or agonizing over a bad grade. The last 15 minutes set the tone for that whole day, really, and for the rest of the day. Donald Roy, who has passed on, left me with such an impression. He was on the wrong end of it, though. If you remember in the lunchroom, the teachers would patrol. You ate everything on your plate. Mr. Melanson drew lunchroom duty that day, and on the bill of fare was green beans. Well, Donald Roy didn't do green beans. Mr. Melanson comes by, he takes a look at Donald Roy's plate, and says, Donald, eat those green beans. Donald said, Mr. Melanson, I don't want them. Donald had a complexion problem. Mr. Melanson told him, he says, Donald, if you eat those green beans, that might help your complexion. Poor Donald. He said, well, if you ate them, it might grow some hair on your head. Jimmy was in our 7th grade class. He was a couple of 3 years older. And he was a big, muscular guy. Just really very mature compared to the rest of the class. Mr. Melanson kept a wind-up alarm clock. I don't remember if it was on the chalk tray or at the top of the board, but he had called on Jimmy to come and work a problem at the board. Well, Jimmy, by accident, knocked that alarm clock down. Well, the class broke up. Oh boy, that was some kind of funny. And Mr. Melancon's favorite expression which he applied at that time in his thick Cajun accent. Oh, my bad. You're going to have some new buddies next year. And I used to think, how does he know we got new kids coming into class? Well, I still remember that, and Glenda's mother in particular, Mrs. Baker, that was so kind and so sweet to have put up with all that we dished out, really. And when you stop to think about the problems that we gave them, which were, at the time, I guess, difficult to manage, compared to what teachers have to put up with today, I think we can each give ourselves a pat on the back for being really good kids.
I thought I would share this story now because Kenneth was just up there sharing his. And there's a couple of stories that involves Kenneth. In fact, there's probably a couple of hundred stories that involve Kenneth, but we're going to stick with two of them. One of them is, who remembers when Kenneth fell off of the swings that Mr. Freeman had built? He fell off of the swings and broke both of his arms at the same time. Y'all remember that?
I remember.
But Kenneth was, and they, yeah, both of them, and they put him in cast like this. So it was very difficult to unzip his pants. I don't know if it's the truth, but I heard last night that your mama used to come to school to take you to the bathroom. Is that right? Was it Roderick?
No, I just left the house with my pants unzipped. Well, there's no truth that I would let my mother know.
So, but there was another one that we actually got straight last night. Who was in biology the day that probably no one in the class, not many people knew what was happening, but that all of a sudden, all hell broke loose and Kenneth and I were fighting and trying to throw each other out the window that was right above the entrance to the school. Anybody remember that? I remember it.
I remember it.
It was sitting, we were all, well, Kenneth was sitting, everybody involved was sitting on the outside row, right next to the windows. Kenneth was sitting in the first seat. Kenneth had to sit in the first seat for a reason. He was the closest to Ms. Altamont. If you remember right, Ms. Altamont had zero control of her first class, and she was the toughest teacher in the whole school in the second year. But that's because of what we put her through the first year. So, Kenneth was sitting in the first seat, I was sitting in about the middle, and Dennis Broussard was sitting in the last seat. I always check things out, you know. And so I look back there, and here was Dennis Broussard. He had a 45-minute spitball, golf ball size, that was seasoned to perfection. Kenneth blew his ear and ended up on a blackboard about this big around. Instant blood blister welt, you know what I mean? It ticked him off. So he, like, Roderick Van Zant said, yeah, Floyd did it. Oh my God, he came back and hit me as hard as he could right between the shoulders. And it was game on. I always thought that he was suspended along with me. Because I got suspended for 3 days. He said he didn't get suspended at all. But you were one of Mr. Savoy's favorites, right?
If you mean frequent
visitor. So, I just thought I'd share that with you because Kenneth is with us tonight. The other one that we got straight last night was that somebody, James Roy, thought that it was me and Mickey Potin that was having that Coach Dees put the gloves on upstairs. You remember how you would put the gloves on you and you'd have to fight in the ring upstairs above the gym? And But it wasn't me and Mickey Potts, although James swore it was, so now that tells us something about his memory. But it was me and Robert Broussard. Me and Robert. We went at it. Boy, we'd get so tired, we'd go to the window. Him at one window and me at the other window. Go to the window until the next round, you know? So, yeah. So, I thought I should.
If you read, stand right there. Where are we going? Tell me.
Lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. There's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.